The next piece I'll be talking about is The Kiss, aka The Lovers by Gustav Klimt. It was created in Vienna, Austria, and is currently located in the Belvedere Museum. It's by Gustav Klimt, who is an Austrian artist. The medium is mixed media, and it's primarily gold leaf and paint, silver, platinum, plum, and oil on canvas. The period work is from the Symbolist movement, and it's like early modern and Art Nouveau. Its historical relevance starts panned during Klimt's gold period, and it's kind of inspired by like Byzantine mosaics. It took about 1 year to create, from 1907 to 08. The work is important because it represents the pinnacle of this period, both for Klimt and for the entire Symbolist movement as a whole. It explores sexuality and eroticism, but under the guise of tenderness and passion, and as a triumph for humanity rather than a pitfall as it had been in previous generations. The defining characteristics of this work: the kiss depicts an embracing couple kneeling in a grassy patch of wildflowers, clad in geometrically printed robes and with a crown of vines on the male's head. The man carries the woman's face, like grabs it and leans in to kiss her. The female figure, whose colorful and organically patterned dress contrasts like her partners, like they're like kind of oppose each other a little bit. She wears flowers in her hair as opposed to the thorns, and she wraps her arms around her partner's neck, and her eyes are peacefully closed, emphasizing tranquility and intimacy of the scene. Historical contributions of Klimt are that he was one of Vienna's most renowned artists of the era. He's remembered as one of the greatest decorative painters of the 20th century, while also producing one of the century's most significant bodies of erotic art. My personal observation was with the patch of wildflowers. I don't know if this was an intention, but it almost seemed like he was making love and sexuality as one thing and one part of nature, rather than like the human nature, which is inherently part of all nature, which I thought that was my interpretation of it. It kind of made it seem more like organic and like instinctual and not something scary as it had been depicted in previous works. Like I saw like the story of Saint Susanna, where there's literally an entire story of her getting like stoned for being a sexual being, and this is the complete opposite just years later. I chose this work because it's iconic. It has a really interesting actual physical composition. Like, it's really interesting to look at. It's not entirely cohesive, and it's not meant to be, and which I thought was really cool. How it compares to other works in the period: it fits well into the Symbolist movement with themes of like suggestion of the senses, religion, mysticism, sin and love. Like, that was all part of the Symbolist movement, but it has more of a modern flair, at least for the time. It has more of a modern approach to it. One fun fact is that Klimt painted The Kiss soon after his 3-part Vienna Ceiling series, which created a scandal, and they were criticized as both pornographic and evidence of perverted excess because of someone kissing.